This is the part of owning a home in Italy that doesn't always make the video. Not the dreamy travel moments or the perfectly restored homes, not even the big reveal transformations, just real life. The last minute repairs, organizing and cleaning, the check in and recheck in to make sure everything is off, the pellet stove's cleaned out, and the refrigerator is emptied, and the house is ready to sit quietly for the next few months. We're preparing to head home, our real home, 5,000 miles away. Honestly, these days matter just as much as the other ones because Smarty and I are not trying to sell you a fantasy. We're sharing reality. The good days, the exhausting, messy DIY days, the days you and your husband are on each other's last nerve, but you still wouldn't trade this insanity or this life together for anything. The days where you're just trying to get everything done before an early morning flight. There's a lot more people out there like us, people who didn't come here with endless budgets. There's no endless renovation budget here. Honestly, half the time it feels like there is no budget, but we manage. Just an average couple figuring it out little by little, saving for trips, doing one project at a time with a wish list longer than any wine list. Mistakes have been made, we're learning as we go and sharing it with you. That's us. That is Red, White, and Roma reality. We fell in love with the dream of Italy and decided to figure it out one trip at a time. Some days are Rome runs and plumbing probs. Other days are unclogging a shower drain that probably hasn't been touched in 45 years. Honestly, every day is a DIY day. Hands-on, F-bombs that get bleeped out later, and plenty of meltdowns. But somehow, those moments become part of the story too. Not all meaningful moments are exciting. For us, it's simply standing here on our gorgeous terrace that nearly broke us, overlooking the Sabina Hills, tired from all the cleaning, projects, and packing, and just feeling grateful that somehow this little corner of Italy became part of our life. If you are our people, the dreamers doing this the realistic way, you probably understand these ordinary moments actually mean the most. They are that loving reminder of the dream you followed and the life you've created. We will always be grateful God plopped us down right here in this little village. This is our life. Our La Dolce Vita. This is enough for us. Today isn't exciting. It's slower. It's quieter. It's simply real. It's day 13. Andiamo.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao.
Salute.
Chin
Chin
chin.
chin. We're back. Today is day 13. And how do we say day 13?
Giorno 13.
Giorno 13.
Giorno 13.
13.
Tre-
13.
13. We are back. Day 13. We only have 2 more days after this.
Yeah.
And then that concludes our trip in January. So, not every day is fun pack excitement.
No.
So, day 13, we kind of just wrapped things up at the house.
Yeah.
I did a lot of organizing, cleaning up,
Preparing for
the long
the
shutdown.
end.
Because prior to we went in October and then we went in January. But prior to our trip in October, we hadn't been there in a year,
Right.
over a year.
Yeah.
Because our last trip was September 2024, and then we went October 2025.
Right.
So in a year, actually the house wasn't in as bad, not that it would be in bad shape, but like dust, and because it does get dusty.
Yeah. But we were there in October. Kaylee was there till December, and then we were there in January. So
Yeah.
yeah, so there was some upkeep done, obviously.
Well, no, but like Kaylee doesn't do what I do. Like
No,
I went
nobody
through,
does.
I went through all the. No, Kaylee keeps the house clean. when
Sure,
she's
but
there.
nobody cleans like you do.
But I went through stuff and I was like trying to sort and organize and
Yeah.
all that stuff. And do you remember what you did?
I really don't.
You went and got more pellets. I know that. I think you were dealing with. Do you remember on the third floor?
Mm-hmm.
We have a new door for the terrace. There was water coming in on the bottom.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I resealed the door.
Had it been sealed?
It was when it was installed, yes, but there was clearly a spot that the seal had broken free or split or something.
In that short of a time?
Yeah, if it wasn't sealed properly, then yeah.
Oh, so you did that.
So I did. I cut the silicone out, and then I resealed the bottom of the door.
Yeah, that's what you did. I know what else you did.
What?
So if you look at the photos in the village, and I think it's more in the winter, it gets that green, slimy algae.
Oh, yes.
Is that just from the moisture and
Yeah,
the
it's
dampness?
it's just from the water that runs down the side of the castle wall, and it kind of doesn't drain really well right there, so it kind of just sits and stays wet.
Well, it's on a pitch.
Yeah, but it definitely does stay wet.
And that's all green.
Yeah, for some reason it does.
I think it's just like algae that builds up.
Yeah.
Do you want to come under here?
Up.
Yeah.
But out front of the house, it was really slippery because we had a lot of rain.
Yeah.
And every time we were out there, it's like slippery, green, slimy.
We lived on Cape Cod, and I used to go down to the canal to fish for stripers, and it's the very same thing. The seaweed and the algae would get on the rocks, and when the rocks got wet, you could literally end up in the canal because that's how slippery it gets.
Yeah, so you spent some time
That morning,
spraying it with like bleach?
I went out and sprayed it. Yeah, I sprayed it up with a ton of bleach, and then I let it sit, and then I went out with the push broom. It did. It cleaned
But
it up pretty
again,
good.
nobody had been there. We hadn't been in our house in a year. And, it's not like the neighbors. It's kind of funny because our neighbor
Yeah.
Simona
I was
says,
just gonna say that.
she always says, I know when you're here because
Yeah.
it looks nice out in the little
Yeah.
courtyard.
Yeah.
Because I put like a little rug out and we usually put flowers out. And
Yeah,
we rake up and clean up.
Yeah, it's a shared courtyard, and so we have a couple neighbors that use that little courtyard area, and I don't think it bothers them too much.
It doesn't bother them. Mateo. It doesn't bother Mateo and Simona, but they have other things to worry about. But I just like to keep it up.
Yeah, we go out and we sweep the leaves, we clean it up.
Because where do we get the leaves come from? The castle, and then there's the rose bush on the castle.
Yeah, and then there's there's some trees.
There's
on the
actually
other,
plants
on the other side
growing
of Luciano.
out of the castle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when those die out, all the leaves fall,
Yeah.
and they just accumulate. And I'm like, can't we get a blower?
I know. I think we looked for one while we were there.
We did, but if we get a blower, we may be the only people in the village with a blower, and that would show how American we are.
Right.
But I would love to be able to just go out and blow the leaves
Just like
away.
we do here.
Like, I think we need a blower next trip.
Maybe we smuggle the little one in.
No, because it wouldn't charge the outlet. But, so we did a lot of cleanup there.
Yeah, I don't think we really did a lot, other than getting the house ready.
I know I was in the kitchen, like, going through we have the open shelves, and then I bought some Tupperwares, like big tubs, and I put, like, the dishes, because it's usually Mike and I, so we don't need 27 dishes out. But then in the summer, when we have our big block party, we've had 18, 20. So I went and bought at Mercantino just a bunch of ceramic plates, but they were like $1 each. Right. So I have all that overflow that I keep in bins. So when we're there and we have more.
Or we just have a Friday night dinner and we end up having, 5 or 6 of the neighbors over. It's good to have.
But I don't like keeping all that, because then it does get dusty. When we got here, there was a lot of, kitchen stuff. So I did get all the new stuff, but I kept the old stuff because it's kind of vintage. And number two, when we have like our big summer parties with all the neighbors, you need extra silverware. So kept those. But what I do is put everything extra in a bin and I shove it under the little island thing. So when people are like, she has too many curtains, it's because it's hiding things. Come on, guys. But aren't these cute? I mean, they're like 1970, but they were here. Just some bowls. When we had our first summer dinner party, we had, I think there was 18, 22 of us. So I went to Mercantino and I bought just white plates. I think they were like $1 each. So how could you go wrong? So now when we have our big parties, I have plenty of extra. But I don't keep these out. I only keep out a set for like 4 or 6. These bowls were here, plates. There was a lot of like one-offs, but you can't ever have too many plates. So I'm just gonna reorganize, kind of dust everything. And then our daughter, Keely, is vegan. Her and her boyfriend, Ashley, have kind of taken over my pantry, Kaylee and Ashley. So I'm gonna get a tub for them and I can stick all their stuff in a tub under there. So it's kind of all right now in this pantry, but there's no room for really anything else. So that's what I'm doing right now, just organizing, cleaning. We're getting ready to leave on Sunday morning. So today's Friday, we have today and tomorrow. We're having dinner tonight with our neighbors again, and tomorrow, Saturday, we're having lunch with our other neighbor, Lita and Stefano, and my little nephew Mateo, who will be 5 in March. today will probably just be like a cleaning up day. I'm doing laundry. Just all the things. Mike and I aren't sure when we'll be back. Probably sooner than later. These are just extra mugs, glass, teacups. So, but yeah, that's what I do. I keep all this extra. All clean. I just I had obviously Italy, some bread knives. I brought one home to Florida because it was such a great knife. Just pie servers. This is like an antique one. It's really pretty. Little pizza roll.
Did you give him any food yet?
Let's see.
It does.
And I think we just cleaned up the kitchen. I think you gave the pellet stove another cleaning. Yeah, so then I did, normally we don't have a dryer, like a clothing dryer. So in the winter it's kind of hard because if I wash something, then I have to string it across the living room
Right.
or try to put it in front of the pellet stove so that when it dries it's not like crunchy.
Right, and it actually doesn't take 2 days to dry.
Yeah, so I try to do all the linens, like I got all our bedding washed and then I kind of hang that out. And then usually, so we're not doing laundry that morning, I just throw like a blanket over the bed
Right.
so that the next time we come, everything is clean. And we started buying like plastic tarp, not
Yeah.
like a tarp, but
Yeah,
like
it's like painter's drop
yeah,
plastic.
because the house does get dusty, so that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because I just put it over the bed.
And they're
over-
cheap. They're €2 for, one that'll, you need one piece that'll cover the one entire bed, or you got one piece that'll cover the entire couch. And it's actually cheap, and
Yeah.
it actually saves time for when we go back. We don't have to worry about.
I think another thing it
Other
does
cleaning.
when we're not there, we get those like, we've never had rodents, thank
No.
God. We do get those like little roly-poly bugs.
Yeah.
They're gross.
The little worms, the roly worms.
They're actually gross. But I feel like when we put that tarp over the bed, it kind of just seals the bed
Yeah.
so they don't get under the bed. Because I'm always like, I'm not sleeping in the bed till you vacuum everywhere.
Yeah.
But usually when we get there, we need a good vacuum.
Yep.
And then I think we probably made a big mistake buying the light fixtures because they're glass domes and they get wicked dusty.
Obviously, when we bought them,
We weren't thinking.
we weren't thinking, of that. But I mean, they look really nice. But yes, they're
hard to keep
They're
clean.
they're a pain in the butt to keep clean.
Yeah, so we'll probably end up switching those out.
Yeah.
Because I like them, but I don't know if they're worth cleaning. You have to clean them almost every 2 days because the chestnut beams, is that what they're called? They just shake like debris.
Yeah, the beams and then the floorboards in between them. They're old, and that just when you walk on the second floor, it just creates dust. It just falls down.
Yeah, eventually we want to plaster in between the boards. I think that would, first of all, look really nice, and it would take a lot of that dust away. So that would be that. So I just did a lot of laundry and cleaning up and organizing because when we leave, again, we're 5,000 miles away. And, what do you do when you leave your house? A vacation home away from home. But it is kind of like a lock and go. Like
Right.
normally, so let's talk about the electric bill. The electric is the most expensive bill in Italy. It's a every 2 months bill from Enel Electric. And the bill usually runs about $89, $90. However, this last trip, I was like, why don't we unplug the refrigerator? Why are we keeping the refrigerator plugged in?
Right.
And because we hadn't been there in a year, that kind of bothered me that we just left it plugged in for an entire year and there was nothing in it.
Right.
So it was just wasting electricity and kind of wear and tear on the fridge for a year just running. So this trip we unplugged it. And did we see a notice in
We did.
the electric bill?
We
We
did.
already have.
We already have. Yeah.
Like $15, which doesn't sound a lot, but it's $15 that we're not paying Enel in Italy and we're not even there.
Right.
So that made a big difference.
Yeah.
So what does that end up being for 2 months? It's like 75 euros, which now it's probably like 120 with the dollar exchange. So split that into two, it's like $40 a month.
Right. And that's just the service charge.
Because we have nothing there's nothing plugged in. When we leave, we unplug the toaster, the oven, the pellet. There's nothing plugged in. So what is drawing all that electric?
It's just the service charge for you having
Having it
electric.
on?
Just for having the electric.
I did see.
I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think next time I'll go even as far as to go out to the breaker and just shut the whole breaker off.
Why don't we do?
I know because
Did we not do that?
No, we just unplugged the fridge because that was the only thing that was plugged in.
But why wouldn't we have just undone the breaker?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Because we don't think.
we should have just. I should have just shut the breaker off.
So for new people, what is the big thing about the electric? We've talked about it before, so if we're repeating ourselves, but it's a big thing if you're purchasing a home.
It is a big thing. When you start your electrical service, ask them for the 5K hookup because if you don't, they're gonna give you the 3K hookup, which
And you'll be popping, blowing fuses.
you'll be popping fuses left and right.
You can't use a hair dryer and
anything
a
else.
toaster or the
Yeah.
coffee pot.
Yep.
So we didn't know that, and we were like, week one, is this what living in Italy is like? You can't even plug two things in at once.
And we were there when we were there.
That was February 2020.
February. So we had space heaters on in every room.
Yeah, I would do like a wash, and I'd come out, and I'm like, I'm gonna make a pot of coffee, and everything would blow.
Pop. Pop.
We were like,
Pop.
oh God, I think we need all new electric, but we didn't. We just had to upgrade the service.
Thank you, Stefano.
Yeah, our neighbor was like, you need to call and tell them to upgrade. And we're like, we don't know how to call. We can't call. So actually, our Italian neighbor, Stefano, called Enel and pretended to be Mike Smart from America.
In his very, very Italian accent. Hello, this is
Yeah.
Michael Smart from America. And they're like,
that was
okay,
funny.
sure it is.
So this video may be quick. It's just going to be a quick wrap up of day 13. What was it?
Giorno
Can we ask for our friends out there
Tredici.
that do speak Italian, how come on our last one it
Right.
was decesimo giorno, day 12, and now it's giorno tredici? Like,
Why did the day switch?
We don't know. Do you know? Does anyone know?
Somebody tell us in the comments,
If you know,
please.
leave a comment. Who's my friend up in New York? She's always given me love from New York. But my buddy up in New York, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell us why the day changed.
Right.
Because we don't know.
Giorno 13.
Giorno 13.
Because all along we've been doing day 5, 6, 7.
Right.
So we've done.
And the number was always before day.
Yeah. I don't know. We don't know. Well, we should ask Giovanni.
It could just be Google Translate.
It could be. Don't rely on Google Translate.
Nope. There's a video on that too.
Yeah. What was the other thing? We're going to do a Q&A coming up because I feel like we've gotten a lot more questions. And on the Brad's World video, it's up there. It's up to like 400,000 views.
Yeah, it's well over there. Well, not well over, but it's over.
That's actually unbelievable. That 4,000 times, 400,000 times our video of people looking at our house.
Brad actually messaged us just the other day.
Yeah, ciao Brad and Oli.
Ciao Brad.
Yeah,
ciao Oli.
No, the video's doing awesome, and we enjoy sharing it. And then every so often, every few days, I just pop on there and I just read some of the comments, and I always try to reply.
Yeah, I replied to him the other day.
But there's always a few. There was one recently, I think it was on our video, and somebody was basically like, this isn't the first time I've seen this comment, that us foreigners are coming over and buying up all the Italian homes and driving up the price for Italians, and we're not, actually I saw somebody say, you do know you're not liked here, or you're not well liked here.
Correct.
And I was like, I actually replied, and I try not to do that. I'm not going to argue on someone else's
platform.
Yeah. So if you leave that comment on mine, it's fair game. But on Brad's video, I just responded very kindly. But I was like, that is probably the most ignorant way to present that, because they also said if you don't speak Italian. Now, we're not, what's the word? We're not proud we don't speak Italian.
Sure.
What word am I looking for?
Yeah, no, I think that's perfect. Yeah.
Like, we should be learning more. We're not 20 anymore. The brain doesn't always retain.
It's difficult. People don't know what we have going on here.
Yeah, and Italian's not an easy language. There's a lot of Italian dialects.
We're not being ignorant. It's just we haven't been able to do it. Exactly.
But for someone to say, if you don't speak Italian, they're not going to like you,
Right.
and I was like, well, that's not even true, because we're in a very small village, like 2,600 people, not tiny, but not a large city. So the amount of people in our village that speak English is small.
Small.
Because it's just like a little remote village. And yet we've met incredible friends, and most of them do not speak any English.
Right.
Lalo,
Yep.
Luciano,
Yep.
All the older neighbors.
Sure.
Now we have our neighbor Giovanni. You've all heard us talk. He speaks great English, and his wife is learning.
Allie doesn't know any English.
But they never treated us like an ignorant American, and we didn't belong in their village.
No.
And also, I said, if we didn't buy that home, it would probably still be sitting.
Correct.
So it's not like we took it away from an Italian,
Right,
because
and
an Italian could have bought it.
Right, and that's why, unfortunately,
Right?
that's why there's a lot of homes that are in such bad condition, is because they get put up for sale and nobody buys them, and then they deteriorate over a period of time.
Correct. So, in our village, we've done updates, we've, increased the property value, we've paid taxes in the community, we are, God knows how much money we've spent shopping.
Sure.
It's not like we're there taken away from the Italians.
Right.
So I just thought that was a little, I don't know.
No, and somebody was really nasty with Brad in the very similar manner, and there's no need for it.
Well, that was the comment.
Yeah, there's just no need for it.
But Brad kind of gave it back to them and basically said, don't watch my channel.
Right.
But another thing I was going to say is if you are thinking of purchasing a home, say it's your dream, but you just don't know anyone, you don't know where to go, you don't know what's going to happen when you get there. We didn't know either.
Mm-hmm.
And honest God, we had never even seen our village. We didn't even know the name of it.
Knew nothing about it.
Nothing about it. It was COVID. Italy was closed down. We bought the house sight unseen, and we have made such an amazing life there
Mm-hmm.
that we're doing this channel to show you that it can be done. And if you're worried about like meeting a community and meeting friends, go and watch. We did 2 videos. I always call it Ciao and Chat. We did our Ciao and Chat with Giovanni and Allie, and I'll leave the video here. And then we did a part 2 because we had technical difficulties. But that video shows the relationship we created
Right.
in our little village with just 2 neighbors. That's
Right.
not even including all the other
No.
neighbors that we go to dinner with and that we have, spent holidays with.
Block
and,
parties. We have block parties.
Yeah, and we communicate on a weekly basis on WhatsApp. We're always checking in on each other. So if you have it in your head that you're just going out on a whim and you're not going to know anyone, in the beginning you won't.
Sure.
But look at what you can come into, a beautiful life.
Yeah, I think you'll be more welcome than people want to lead on.
Yeah. And our channel, if you're new here, Mike and I live full-time in America. We will never, ever, ever leave America and move full-time to Italy. We can confidently say that. We
Right.
love America. We do love going to Italy for
Right.
vacation.
Sure.
But like our friend Noelle and Felix, we love our home here.
Yeah.
Our kids are here. Our grandchildren are here. When we retire, maybe 3 months we'll go at a time, but we would never like pack up and move. And there's so many channels out there, that are just anti-American. That's not what you'll find
Right.
here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's not
if
our...
that's the vibe you're going for, you may not
Yeah.
find our channel what you're looking for because
Right.
we're not there full time. We love going, we go often, but our home is here and it's our vacation home.
Right.
So
Some people have vacation homes in the Hamptons or up in Maine or something like that. We just happen to have ours in Italy.
yeah, no, there's a lot of channels out there. I mean, we started our channel, so to each their own.
Sure.
All the best to every channel. But there's just a lot of channels, and you start watching them and they're kind of all a lot of anti-American, and I don't know, we don't relate to that. So
No.
America's not perfect. Oh, hello, neither is Italy.
Right.
And with that said, I'm going to leave a link. There's a couple I watch on YouTube. I think it's called I don't know, I'm going to look it up.
Circle back.
They are
Saki.
it's a husband and wife. I think they're from Ireland or Scotland. But they go around and they walk around in all these big cities and they bring real time footage,
Right.
video of what's actually happening. And I just watched the one they did. They were in Genoa, Italy. And they're just so honest. And they're like, this isn't the part that, all these bloggers
Sure.
and content creators are showing. And he takes you down like a lot of these streets that, you're not going to find in the brochure and you're not going to find on the tour bus. There's a lot of crime.
Yeah.
And I actually got to send it to my friend Amelia in New York because she's got family there. But then they go into like the tourist part and it's beautiful and clean, but there's a lot of bad areas. And they did a video in Naples. So I just found it interesting because they give really good information. So just so you have the idea that for people that think Italy is completely perfect and Italy is, there's no crime, or that's not the truth.
There's bad places everywhere.
Right. And hello, we're not knocking Italy. We're just saying, for the people that are running from America, Italy has its own issues. But we love going and,
Yeah, and we'll never not go.
we'll never not go. And that's that.
But we're not blind either, so...
Yeah, no, it's a really good channel to watch. So I'll leave the link for them. They just do great videos, and they go everywhere. They've been to all different countries, and they just do like a walking tour. You know, just literally walk in with their phone, taking footage, so you see what is actually happening that people are not showing.
Right.
Just so you have a better idea, like if you were going sightseeing, just be aware. They made a good point in the video today. They were like, don't always trust Google Maps.
Yeah.
Because it can send you down an alley, and that may be the alley you do not want to go
Correct.
down. Don't just assume because you're in Italy, everything's safe. It's not true.
It's correct.
So, you know, like where we are in our little village, I mean, everything seems and appears very safe.
Right.
But you're talking like a big city. It would be like going to New York and thinking everything's perfect, which we know is not.
Yeah, we took one of those Google Map streets, and when we were in Puerto Rico, remember, heading to that restaurant?
Yeah, we did.
But like, back up.
Yeah. The channel is called Two Mad Explorers. It's a really good channel if you want the truth.
Right.
Anywhere in Europe. Because they travel. They're actually in America, so it's not like they leave them. They're not American, but they travel to America. They travel to Spain.
They go everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah. It's a really great channel, so check them out.
Yep.
Anything else? I'm excited about a video. So we got this video, and then next week we got day 14, and then I'm going to break day 14 up because we actually sit down with Giovanni and Allie and do another Ciao and Chat. That's going to probably be
a long one.
It was long. We just left the camera going.
Yeah, we had dinner and had it was a whole night.
I think we were with them for like 3 hours.
Yeah, it was a whole.
So we just recorded.
And we had the camera rolling for the entire
And
thing.
it wasn't like an interview. It was like just friends sitting down talking.
Right.
So you're going to get like real conversation and laughs and you know, jokes, and it was fun.
Yeah, it's always fun.
We enjoy them.
Yeah,
right now Giovanni's home. His wife
home alone.
Alessandra is from Sardinia, and she went to go visit family. And Giovanni's missing Allie. So, ciao, Gio.
Ciao, Gio.
Wish
Hi
we
to the
were there
cats.
with you. Yeah. Ciao, Allie. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments.
Because, like Carrie said, we're going to do a Q&A. I don't know when, but it's coming. It'll be coming up.
Yeah, we'll do one after. We only have 2 more days with this series. I tried to just do a series because it was easy to break it down day by day because we did a lot of renovations. We did a lot of traveling. So now you can just see what we did every day. And then we'll do the Ciao and Chat with Gio and Allie. And then I have some other videos that I have pushed off because of this last trip.
Right. A really cool one, too.
Yeah, the castle we're attached to.
The castle video.
Castello de Poggio. Right?
No.
Savelli. What is it?
Yeah, Savelli. It's Castle de Savelli.
Is it? It's not Poggio?
No. That was your...
That was my
wine.
Yeah. So that's all. Ciao for now. Chin chin.
Salute.
Buena sera. Buena notte.
Buena notte.
Buena notte. Ciao.
Ciao, guys. Till next time. Day 14. Next time.
Yeah. So what? We don't know. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up. We'll have that ready.
Yeah.
We'll see if Journo was first or second.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. So, all right. Ciao for now.
Ciao, guys.
One more thing. So our besties, Karen and Mark. Karen was like, have you had the limoncello almonds from Costco? And I'm like, I have not. So she was saying how good they are, and like, there's none left. So you have to get them. So I'm like, well, let me just look on Amazon. We don't have a Costco card. So I ordered them on Amazon. What is the brand? Sconza?
Sconza.
Chocolates. Limoncello. So the only thing, if you live in Florida, you can't really order chocolates. Because I didn't know it was sitting out there. So they melted.
Nice.
Because it's just a bag of chocolate. So now I have like
a big bark of
Oh, there you go. It's
limoncello.
limoncello bark.
It smells so good. It does taste delicious. However, it does not look like an almond covered. It just looks like a big hunk of.
It's literally limoncello almond bark.
But thank you, Karen, for turning me on these.
Right?
Want to taste it?
Yeah. I didn't even know you had that.
Well, I wasn't going to give you any.
Come on.
I can't break it.
Even after I bought you limoncello freeze bars?
It's actually good though. So if you love limoncello, go get your almonds.
That's really good.
But if you live in Florida or Texas or
Don't
anywhere,
order from Amazon.
or just know when it's getting delivered. So, but I stuck them in the fridge and it kind of just put them all together. So, thanks for the recommendation.
That's good. That's really good.
It is good. Ciao, guys.
Ciao.